Hello, good morning, great people, great nation. I'm excited to be with you this morning. You are welcome to today's edition of Discovering Your Potential. My name is Odunayo Arogundade. I'm the consultant psychologist with Amelia Consult. I want to sincerely apologize for coming up late. And we want to trust that in the few time that we have together, we'll be able to achieve all our goals. Please log in. We are on live now. Thank you very much for coming to join us. This program is an initiative of NGC, Nigerian German Center for Job Retribution and Migration. And the program is being facilitated by Amelia Consult. And as I said, my name is Dr. Odunayo Arogundade. The topic that we'll be discussing today is discovering your potential. Discovering your potential. And that is the starting point of any great success, any great achievement. So it's my joy and my pleasure to be with you on this program today. Thank you for joining in. Consider a lot of people are coming in now. Please join us. We are on now. Thank you very much. Now, let me start by telling you the good news. And the good news is that everyone has potential. Everyone is loaded. There is seed of greatness in everyone. But the bad news is that not everyone will realize this seed of greatness. Not everyone will discover this greatness or this seed of greatness in his or her life. And that's why we are starting this belt by looking at how can I discover that potential in me, so much so that I don't die with my potential. A wise man said that the richest place on earth is where? He said it's not diamond, it's not acre of diamond, it's not Banana Island. Where? He said is the symmetry. And he said the symmetry is where you have a lot of potential buried, dreams unrealized, books unwritten, great ideas buried with the owner inside the grave, inside the cemetery. So it is not enough to have potential. It is not enough to have abilities. It is not enough to have seed of greatness. There is a need to discover and to deploy that seed of greatness so that you can make impact both in your personal life, in your career, and in society at large. So there's a need for us to rub minds together and see how can I discover my potential? How can I discover my greatness so that you can better your best, so that you can achieve and you can realize everything that you are endowed with? What joy is it that an individual that has the potential of becoming a vice chancellor of a university die as a primary school teacher because he failed to believe, he fails to realize, he fails to discover that he has what it takes to be a vice chancellor? Let me start by sharing a story with you, a story of a king who made a public announcement that is looking for a brave man, a young man with potential who can marry the princess. And he made it so clear that, oh, even if at the end of the day I discover that you have this potential and you don't want the princess, I'm going to give you a money value, which is $1 million. But there's a test to pass. And what he did was that he simply brought everyone, all the young men, before a swimming pool. And what he told them, he said, oh, young men, anyone that can swim across this swimming pool will be given the princess. Otherwise, you'll get $1 million. But lo and behold, inside the swimming pool, we have a lot of reptiles and dangerous animals that looked very frightening, so much so that anyone that dare to go in must be a real courageous and brave man. But what happened? As the young men got there, Seeing the sight of the swimming pool, they began to shiver, and people start to roll their sleeves and move backward. Lo and behold, suddenly a young man got inside the pool, and before you know it, he was at the end of the swimming pool. And as he came out panting and shouting, people were clapping and jubilating. Oh, he made it. And the man said, the king told the young man, said, what do you want, the princess or the money? I know what he said as he was panting. He said, all I want is who pushed me? Who pushed me? Who pushed me inside the pool? What is the lesson there? The truth there was that the man was simply pushed inside the pool. He didn't get there of his own accord. He was pushed inside. He was pushed inside. That means if not for that push, he would have remained on the other side. Whereas he has all it takes to get to the end of the pool. So the objective, one of the design of this program is to see how we can push one another so that we can also get fulfilled, so that we can get to the peak of our life, so that we can make impact in our workplace, make impact in the society, and become the best that we can, so that we don't die with our endowment. So we are saying that we want to see how we can push one another, and that's what we're looking at, discovering your potential. Because if you don't discover, how do you then go to deploy? How do you go to profit with what you don't know? So today we are looking at how to discover your potential, and we have two major topics there: to discover and potential. So to discover literally means to find out, to search out, and to know what is hidden. And here we're also looking at potential, looking at those innate ability that is in you, those gifts, those talents. Those are things that we'll be talking about today. And as you rightly know, that potential may look invisible, but that does not deny the presence of that potential. For example, inside every boy is a man. At birth, you may not see the man copiously showing, but the man is inside the boy. It's just a matter of time that the man will come out of the boy. So also everyone is loaded with potential. The truth might be that, oh, you are not seeing it, but it's there. Just like inside every seed that you are holding in your hand, there is a forest. But literally what you are seeing is the seed. But by the time that seed is planted, cultivated, what happens? You see inside the seed, you have a tree. Inside the tree, what do you have? You have fruits. Inside the fruit, you have some seed again. So at the long run, that seed that you are holding is equal to a forest if it's well utilized. So there is seed of greatness in every one of us. There is seed of greatness, but we must discover that seed of greatness so that you can make maximum use and take best advantage of it. Now, let's start with the definition. What is potential? I know you have heard it before, so it's not new, but let's remind ourselves. Potential refers to your unutilized or unrealized ability. That's your hidden ability, untapped strengths. Some call it hidden talents. What you can accomplish, but you have not accomplished it. What you can become that you have not become. So potential talks of the future. What you can be that you have not become. The difference between potential and achievement is simple. Achievement is what you have become, what you have achieved up to date. Whereas potential talks about what you can become in future, what you have the ability of getting, where you have the ability of becoming, of getting to. For example, every student, every undergraduate has the potential of becoming a graduate. Every lecturer has the potential of becoming a vice chancellor. Every lieutenant in the army has the potential of becoming a general. But the truth is that not all the seed, not all the potential will be realized. But if you work hard on the potential you have discovered, then you can achieve your greatness. So what we are saying in essence is that achievement is what you have realized. Potential is what you can become. And that's why you need to discover, you need to have a picture of what you can become so that you can work towards it. It was said that the future you cannot picture, you are not permitted to future in it. The future you cannot picture, you are not permitted to future in it. That means you must have a picture of the potential in you. There must be a clear vision of what you carry. There must be a clear vision that you carry greatness. You know, it's possible that, oh, say Mr. President, say, oh, who dash monkey banana? What are you saying? That means you have not seen that potential of becoming a president in you. You have written yourself off. But the truth is that you have what it takes. So you must have a vision. You must have a clear picture. You must discover those hidden potential, those hidden abilities, those gifts that are in you. So when we talk about potential, you are saying that these are activities or tasks that you can excel in, what you can be the best in. For example, it can be an hobby, it can be in sports. So your personal potential can be where you can excel in. It can be what you can become that you have not become. It could be in your profession. For example, today you might be a clerical officer, but when you have a picture that, oh, I have what it takes to become the CEO, it will help you to work towards it. And that's why the bottom line, the starting point is discovery of potential. Because when you don't discover it, you can't deploy it, you can't achieve it, you can't believe it. It's when you believe it that you can become it. Others may not see it in you, but you must see it in yourself. You must see that greatness in yourself. And that's where we are starting from, that you must see what you carry. For example, also, you know, crude oil. Crude oil has, inside crude oil, we have PMS, we have AGO, and all manner of all these valuable products. But if crude oil fails to realize that it has those components, it won't go for refinery. And when it is refined, it's after going through the process that crude oil will bring out all those values. So also every one of us, we are loaded with potential. But this potential needs to be tapped into. This potential needs to be worked upon. This potential needs to be refined so much so that it can become impactful to our personal self, to the society, and to anywhere we find ourselves. So the bottom line that you must discover the potential. Discover the potential so that you can also soar high, so you can make impact, so you can rise, so that you can be the best you can be. There is this particular young man who sells balloon. A salesman who sells balloon. And you know, as he sells balloon, at a particular point in time, he will release different balloon into the air. This balloon will fly, children will gather around, sales will go up because the balloon will attract people, balloons of different color. And as people began to buy and to rejoice at the sight of the balloon, a young boy was concerned. And he asked, he said, "Sir, I have seen other balloons fly, different colors, but I have not seen black balloon fly. Does it mean that does it mean that black balloons cannot fly? Only other colors can fly?" And the man, the salesman, was touched by the curiosity of this boy. And he looked at him and said, "Son, it is not the color of the balloon that makes balloon to fly. What makes balloon to fly is the helium, is that air that is pumped into it, that activated air that makes balloon to fly." What is the moral lesson from that story? It is not the color that you carry that make you to fly. It is not your color, your height. What makes you to fly is what is in you. What is in you, the content that you carry, the potential, your attitude, and everything that you are loaded with. When you activate it, you will surely fly. So you have the potential. Why you have not really get to where you are is because it could be that you have not discovered that you have what it takes to rise, that you have what it takes to fly. So the onus is on you to discover what you carry. That seed of greatness, it's on you. And it's when you discover it, then you can activate it. Discovery is the starting point, sir. Discovery is the starting point. And it is your responsibility to discover. It is your responsibility to discover what is in you. Your parents may not, they may not, but the onus is on you to discover what you carry. The responsibility is on you to discover what you have in you. Those gifts, those abilities, those untapped gifts that are in you. It's your responsibility, and you must take responsibility. You must take responsibility. There is another story that buttresses that point. Two children went to a wise man, and they said they want to test the wise man whether the wise man is actually wise. I know what they told the wise man. They said, we will carry a bird in our hand, and as we go to the wise man, we will ask him, wise man, we have a bird in our hand. You want to tell us the status of this bird. Is this bird alive or dead? And we know what their intention was. Children, they said, if the man said the bird is alive, what will they do? They will strangle and kill the bird. Say, oh, wise man, the bird is dead. And they will make mockery of the man. And on the other way, if the man tells them that the bird is alive, what would they say? Or if the man said the bird is dead, they will release the bird and say, wise man, this bird is alive. You don't know what you are saying. But because the man is actually wise and is indeed wise, as the children marched majestically to him, you know what he did? He looked at the boys. And as they asked him the question, sir, we have a bird in our hand. Is this bird dead or alive? Tell us the status of the bird. You know what he said? He said, children, the bird is in your hand. You can do anything you like with it. It's in your power. It's your responsibility to do anything with the bird because it's in your hand. Whether dead or alive is your responsibility. And the children were disappointed in themselves, whereas the man got there. How? What is the moral lesson there? Your life, your potential is in your hand, is in you. So whether the potential will soar or it will remain dormant is your choice, is in your hand. You have the responsibility to activate those dormant ability. You have your responsibility to see that picture of the future. That vision is in your hand. If you cannot see it, yes, as we said, many look, but it's more than looking. You need to see. You need to discover those potential. It is your responsibility. So it is my responsibility and your responsibility to discover what is in you. So how do I discover? And that's what we are talking about. That's the focus of today. That is the focus. How do I discover my potential? As we have rightly said, the bottom line and the starting point is you need to discover. After you have discovered, then you can now talk of deploying it, maximizing it, using it to benefit mankind. But failure to discover it, then you are at zero level. You must discover what you have. So how do I discover my potential? How do I discover my untapped ability, my dormant ability? How do I discover my gifts? How do I discover where I can get to, what I can become that I have not become? The answer comes from within. The answer comes from what? Within. Before you look outside, you must look within yourself. Before others begin to tell you, you yourself must sit down and look within. Look within. You must do a self-analysis, which we call self-awareness. You must look within and look into yourself. What are those things that I have? What are those potential? What are those abilities? What are my gifts? What are the visions? What are those I have seen that it has been shown to me, but for whatever reason, I've not taken them very seriously. So to discover, the number one point is to do what we call self-analysis, self-awareness. You need to look within yourself. You need to discover, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? That's the question of identity. The good news is that the world may be made of billions of people, but no two people are the same. You are unique. And as a psychologist, I know that you are a special being. Everyone is the same. No fingerprint is the same. You are different. So you must start by looking at, who are you? Who are you? Who am I? Who am I? And you are not to be compared to anybody, because you are original. You are special. You must discover your self-identity, because failure to discover who you are, you'll be following others. You want to imitate others, and imitating others, the highest you can be is to be what? A photocopy. Is to be a copy. But for you to be original, then you must be yourself. So you must discover who you are. Who am I? Then you must also ask yourself some other self-awareness questions. Where am I going in life? Where am I going? What am I doing while I'm doing? Why am I in the world? What am I designed to achieve? So you ask yourself this self-awareness question. Who am I? Where am I going? When do I want to get there? Why am I here? Why do I have this ability? So asking yourself this question will help you to discover yourself. And invariably, you are also discovering your strength, you are discovering your potential, you are discovering your ability, you are discovering your gifts. So self-awareness is the bottom line. You must discover yourself. Discover yourself. Is how do I discover myself? Look within. Who am I? Who am I? And here we'll be using there's what we call shape analysis to help ourselves analyze who we are, to discover our potential. This shape analysis was developed by Rick Warren. Rick Warren, the author of Purpose Driven Life. Rick Warren. So we want to look at how we can use shape to analyze our potential. Shape, SHAPE. That's what we want to use to guide ourselves. Friends, I want to encourage you. Don't settle for less. Don't think you have arrived. Let's together look at this shape and discover where can we be that we have not been. What can we become that we have not become? Don't think you have arrived. Don't settle for less. You might be the headmaster now, but by the time you look within yourself, you might even say you have what it takes to be the vice chancellor, and that will prompt you to further your study, to work harder on yourself. So we are looking at shape analysis to discover ourselves. SHAP. This acronym is what we want to look into to see how we can discover ourselves, our potential. The S stands for spiritual gifts. As I said, this acronym was developed by Rick Warren. So he's the author. But I want to believe that if we can look at it together, it will help us to discover our potential. S stands for spiritual gift. H there stands for heart. That's your heart. The S stands for your spiritual gift. A stands for your heart, which also can be said to be your passion. A stands for your abilities. A stands for your abilities. P there stands for your personality, how you are wired, your personality. E there stands for your experiences. That's experience with others. Experience with others, the contributions that others make or have made into you. So let's take them one after the other as we use shape analysis to guide ourselves in discovering who we are. I will also have time to take questions, and as you have also been told, there will be opportunity to have interaction, one-on-one interaction in the counseling therapeutic session tomorrow. So whatever you can get now, and any question you have, send in your question. We'll have time to take it. So the little time we have with us, Let's look at shape to discover. A, we are saying S stands for your spiritual gifts. Sir and ma, I put it to you that you are not empty. At creation, you are loaded with potential. No man is born empty. Even when you are told that, oh, we never expected that you will come, you came because the Creator wanted you to come. And He has put some things in you, special gifts. But your gift may be different from another. That's why you need to look within yourself and say, what are my own special gifts? Some are endowed with knowledge, great knowledge, wisdom. Some, there are a lot of spiritual endowments that the Creator God Himself has put within you. There are some that they are fast readers. You call them, you have some gifted children. These are special gifts that the Creator has put in there. So you as an individual, you must take time to find out what are those special gifts that I'm born with, that are in my DNA. That's your spiritual gift. For example, life itself is a gift, and it's spiritual because you cannot see life. So one of the things that every man should appreciate is that you are alive. And that's why they say when there is life, there is hope. And when a man is alive, it has potential of becoming anything. So one of the things you should appreciate that the maker, the Creator has given to you is life. And other thing that you can also appreciate is ability to think. That you have a mind of your own. Mind is also abstract, but everyone is given mind. So we have spiritual gifts. So discover your gifts. Discover that special gift that the Creator has given to you that make you unique and different from others. Others may not have it, but you have it. Discover it. The H now. The H stands for your art. Your art. And art here talks about your passion, what you love to do. What you love to do is also an indicator of your potential. What you love to do is an indicator that you have the potential, you have the power in you. Lest I forget, potential is from the word potent, and potent means power. Potent means energy. Now, when we talk of potential, we are saying unrealized energy, unutilized energy. So here we are saying that your passion is an indicator of those unrealized energy in you. Those that you love to do is saying that, oh, there's an endowment in you that shapes your life, that moves your life towards a particular direction. So look within yourself. What do you love to do? What do you enjoy doing? What do you find interest in? What are your desires? What are your art dreams? All these speaks about your passion, your art. So your art talks or speaks so much about your potential. So to discover your potential, look within your art. What do I love doing? What do I enjoy doing? What's my passion? Your passion is a pointer to your potential. Your passion is a pointer to your potential. You love teaching. That shows that you have the potential, you have the ability to teach. You love caring for people. That shows that you have the innate ability to nurse and to care, whether for the sick, for the elderly. So by so doing, by your passion, you discover your what? Your potential. Thank you very much. Then the A stands for your ability. The A stands for your ability. As we said, your ability also talks about your natural endowment. Your natural endowment, your natural talent. Inborn ability. You were born with such ability. And some could be ability to talk. Some have this ability to talk without, talk easily. Some have ability to relate easily with others. Some have ability to run, to exercise some physical activity. Some have some finger dexterity, natural ability. But the truth is that when you add knowledge and practice to your ability, it turns to skills. When you add knowledge and practice your ability, it turns to skills. So your ability is a pointer to your potential, unrealized, unutilized ability, unrealized, unutilized ability. So one of ability here now, we are saying that your potential can be likened to a battery, a car battery, a car battery. Inside the car battery, it has the ability to move a car, to start a car. It has the ability to move a car, but the truth is, if the battery is not utilized, the battery will stay stand. All right, so sorry, we have problem playing the video. Okay, so we are saying in essence that your ability can be likened to a car battery. That car battery is saying that, oh, there's potential in that car battery, but the car battery will not move the car until you start it. So your ability is there, but you need to discover it, add knowledge to it, so that it can turn to skills. It could be personal strength and the like, life skills and the like. So that talks about your ability that you have. Then the P, because our time is fast moving, the P talks about your personality. Your personality is how you are wired, your uniqueness. Everyone is wired differently. Your personality thought is from the word personal. Who are you? Your personality, how you are wired. Everyone is wired differently. Like here we have what we call, there's this theory in psychology, we call it trait theory. Trait theory says that everyone has diverse traits. And here we have what we call introversion, extroversion. It's a continuum. Some are introvert, some are extrovert. So if you're an introvert, that means on your own, you are a quiet person. Whereas an extrovert is an outgoing person. So you must also understand the way you are wired. That's an indicator of your potential. How am I wired? How am I wired? So you must understand your personality. Are you an open person or a closed person? Do you have open personality or you're a closed person? Are you an agreeable person or disagreeable? There's what we call big five personality. That's what I'm just trying to use to illustrate that. Big five personality, saying that everybody's wired differently. For example, if you're an introvert, you are like to be a shy person, an indoor person. If you are wired as an extrovert, you are like to be an outdoor person and go person, social person. Then you can also be wired as an agreeable person. Agreeable person agree easily with others. Whereas we also have what we call disagreeable person. Disagreeable are people that they don't agree easily with others. That's also an indicator of your potential. There are people that are emotionally stable. There are other people that are they're narcissistic. They are not stable. Then we have people that are conscientious. Conscientious are the organized people. So you must understand your personality. There are some tests you can take that can help you understand your personality, how you are wired, and that will help you to know who you are. So you need to understand your personality. What other thing that you need to do? Then the E, which is the final one, talks about your experiences. Your experiences also is an indicator of your personality. When you relate with people begin to see in you that, young man, you are good in this. I remember somebody has told me before, even before I became an academic don, he has said, you have the potential of becoming a professor. I was a primary school teacher, the headmaster then. But the man saw him and said, I see greatness in you. And by so doing, he is an indicator of where I'm going. So I can see that, then why should I remain as a primary school teacher when I have what it takes to be a university lecturer? Your parents can also be part, or your family member. They can be an indicator to your potential. They can help you discover your potential by saying, I see greatness in you. Parents can say, oh, I know you are going places. So by so doing, it helps one to discover potential. So Having looked at shape analysis, say your spiritual gifts. H talks about your art, your passion. A talks about your ability, your endowment. Then P talks about your personality. E talks about your experiences. By the time you put all these together, you discover that you have a picture of your innate endowment, a picture of your personality, or a picture of your potential. So why not take time, sit down and look within yourself. What are my passion? What are those abilities that I have? Where can I get to that I have not gotten to? What next in my life? Don't think you have arrived. Don't think you have gotten there. No matter the level you are, you can better your best. You can improve yourself. You can turn your potential to achievement. And the moment it becomes achievement, you take another step, you move forward. So the first step, as we have said, is that you must discover yourself. You must discover your potential. But discovering your potential is the first step, as we said. Then you must go to the next step. What is the next step? You must maximize those potential. You must maximize it. But the truth is that you can't maximize what you don't appreciate, what you don't discover, what you don't know you have. You can't maximize it. So the next thing is to see, how do I maximize my potential? How do I maximize my potential? And that will be what I'll be taking you on, God willing, the next time we meet. I'll be taking you on personal effectiveness, how to maximize your potential, how to maximize all the resources within your person. I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you for really being part of today. I know we still have some few minutes. I want to see if we have some one or two questions that are coming in so that we can take the question. And if you have a need that we need to talk one-on-one, you need a personal counseling, the link is also there for interactive session tomorrow, a therapeutic session, which we'll be having together, same time, online. So you can link up, register, then we talk. As I round up, I want to tell you a story to cover everything. There are this group of people, they were given cups of tea. And inside each cup of tea, they drop cubes of sugar. There are 2 cubes of sugar inside each cup of tea. And a set of people took the cup of tea, drank it like that. Then the other group took their own tea, did 1 or 2 things to it, and they drank it. One group said the tea is sweet. The other one said the tea is just like ordinary bitter water. What is the difference between the two? One group took the tea without stirring it up. The other group took the tea, they used their teaspoon to stir it up, because when you drop cubes of sugar inside the tea, what happens? It goes down. So it takes you to make effort to stir it up for it to come out alive. So also your potential. Your potential, they are like the cubes of sugar drop in the tea. It takes you to stir them up so that you can make the maximum use of it, so that it can also touch other people's lives, so that people can benefit from what is in you. I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you for being part of today's telecast or for being part of this webinar. I'm trusting that you will sit down from now and look within yourself. See the picture of the future. See where you can be that you have not been. Sit down and have a clear picture of your tomorrow. You can be there. You can be great. You can achieve greatness. Make maximum use of your brain. Your brain is part of the potential that God has given to you. So sit down, think, exercise the brain, and I want to trust that your life can never remain to be the same. Thank you very much. And I want to thank you. I've not seen any question coming. I want to see that, yes, there's no question. Thank you very much. We appreciate you for being part of today. My name remains Odunayo Arogundade, a consultant psychologist with Amelia Consult. And as I said, this program is an initiative of NGC, Nigerian German Center for Job, Migration and Reintegration. I want to thank you very much for this opportunity to come to your living room and to be part of today's telecast. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.